claim they like riding, but I know that they ain't. Ride or die. I go hard in the paint, yeah, homie, I'm a saint. Ride or die.
Alrighty guys, good evening. So I'll set this up really quickly. So in a video that I posted here a few days ago from Clubhouse, I made some claims about Randolph Richardson, and he is the founder of Canadian Atheists, who has a very, very harsh pro-choice position, one that's on the more extreme side that I don't even think majority of pro-choice people would agree with. In that discussion, and I'll show you the claim, then I'll show you the aftermath when the atheists went and reached out to him for like his response. He starts talking, starts downplaying it. I strawmanned him, I misrepresented him. There was more nuance. And then when he found out from Haiti that there was a videotape that probably could be accessed still, with him saying this, and he admitted to saying it, she asked him a direct question. He couldn't give her a direct response. She's like, oh no, Randolph. And she then pointed out that James did not strawman his position. So you'll see the atheists kind of dogpile, mock me a bit. And like I said, this is an all atheist, just this particular group of atheists gets heated with theists on Clubhouse. But Haiti, being a more rational individual, saw the issue, called him out on the issue, and then the tail end of the video is them actually coaching him to lose the ridiculous position, and hopefully that position of his is gone, and then we'll never have to hear anybody argue that again. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the video.
No. Well, no, I'm not saying the leap that you believe what he believes. I would honestly hope that majority of people wouldn't say that it's okay for a woman to like kill the baby as it's coming out of the womb as long as it's still attached to the umbilical cord. I would hope that like majority of people would just see how messed up that statement is, theist, atheist, whoever, and not condone it.
Katie, I sent a message back to you clarifying my position on abortion. Thank you.
Welcome to Wendy's. Do you want to try a combo today?
Well,
Wow.
I missed the part where someone misrepresented him. What was the misrepresentation?
Yeah, I heard it, but I don't remember it. Wasn't it like James is tired or something like that? And without, I didn't even actually hear the words. I just heard I heard him talking and the intonation. I don't even remember what was said. I don't even hear it. But from what I heard, it just sounded like a straw man. And this is the guy who went nuts about, people straw manning him, right? And atheists being dishonest and not qualifying him correctly, right? He had a huge disagreement with Jovan about how he needed to do things and cash things out and qualify them, because otherwise Jovan would straw man him.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Randall's in favor of killing all unborn babies, right, Randall? Randolph?
I mean, what the claim was is that Randolph said, baby's born, right, outside the mother, the umbilical cord is still attached, and at that point, the woman has the right to demand the baby be, like, chopped up and killed with an axe.
That's reasonable.
That's what I suspect was the straw man.
It was a straw man because...
Yeah, I would disagree with that.
See, I told them, they tried to take it out of context. I was giving them a bunch of criteria, and it was one of the criteria is that there's an umbilical cord separation is one of the things that I consider to be the point where somebody now becomes a person under legal consideration. But it's not the only thing. But what they did is they ignored that there's other criteria, and they took that to mean that it justifies infanticide, which I'm opposed to.
Oh, wait, that sounds like the Sith
Well,
fallacy.
I was just going to say that is the classic example of a Sith fallacy. They took one thing you said out of context, took it to its absolute, and completely strawmanned your position. Wow, colour me shocked.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Was that in the
So
James room?
no, that was back on
Yeah.
YouTube a few years ago where that
No,
all
no,
came.
she's not talking. Stop. She's not. She's not talking about that. She's talking about when this was said by James. And yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah.
like
Okay. Thank you,
early
Tom.
this morning or last night or something like that.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, it was yesterday in James' rooms called something like Atheism Debunked and Come and Meet Saints. Pretty sure that was it. I mean, if you're interested, Randolph, I can get you the soundbite. I mean, I can get you the.
Yes, I'm
All right, I'll
interested.
see if I can find the timestamp because I did think.
This is the guy who. Yeah. What was example of Jovan is like something about like magic fucking something up someone's butt or something like that, and then like
Oh, magic cane or something. Magic like cane up your butt that controls you or something.
yeah, and then he left out something, and I was like, that'd be messed up if you left that out, right, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what did he do? He left out all the context, right?
Left out all the context.
Yeah. Hashtag double standards, right, John Lee? Right, John?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, exactly. At least you can recognize that.
I must have misheard you. I was referring to you.
John, why don't you ever listen?
Oh, you don't think James is tired has a double standard with regards to what we're talking about now?
James is tired.
You'd have to bring it.
I mean,
Hold on.
I have double standards on some things. Yeah, I don't care about
Look,
that. So
Randolph, the plot thickens
I could
because.
name off a lot about
Excuse
James.
me, Randolph.
If there are many.
The plot thickens because James is tired is doubling down. He's saying he has a video of you saying that. So what do you make of that? I think we need to hear this video.
I think I do remember saying something to that, but he's leaving out the context. Like there's, it wasn't the only criteria, and I did clarify that to him. So I don't know. I hear the video. I'll gladly correct it if I made a misstatement. It's not my view. There's other criteria. So
Hey, Dee, did you
Don't
tell
back
him?
down, Randolph. You got this.
Did you tell him you made a Sith fallacy?
Well, he's right here. He's hearing everything we're saying. So,
Oh, sorry.
I mean, he just sent me a back channel. I assume he's here because he sent me a back channel saying that no, there's a video where Randolph said exactly that. It would have to be something like a thought experiment where James said, so let's just say for the sake of argument, the baby's born, but the umbilical cord is still attached. Does that, like, biological, attachment justify abortion? That was probably would have been what it would
okay.
have to be. Now, if you
I
said
think
yes to that, well,
it
that was
wasn't
probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it wasn't a black and white answer. See, as I recall, the conversation was about somebody intending to have this abortion, and then the fetus is removed, and then as part of this, so it's all a timing thing. He's dealing with the very last moment at the end of a pregnancy, is what this is, and it's just yeah, it was a thought experiment, as I recall. I am against infanticide. It's just it's not something I'm into. My position on abortion is very clear. I favor bodily autonomy as a necessary human right, and the pregnant person does not have to explain or justify their decision to get an abortion to anyone. It has to be a free choice at any time during the pregnancy. And this is what he doesn't like about my position: is this open freedom to this? I suspect.
So the
Right, so
woman has
just to
bodily
clarify,
autonomy at 8 months.
hold on, John. So just to clarify, I just want to get you on the record, Randolph. Do you consider it infanticide if the baby is born, is delivered, but the umbilical cord is still attached? Would you consider killing that baby infanticide?
Oh, it's hard for me to give a clear position on that.
What?
Uh,
Oh, Randolph. Sorry,
I
man.
gotta.
James is right. No, James is right. Of course that. Like you are
Wait,
saying
can we
it's
allow
okay
him?
then.
Do we have a
Wait, it
recording
sounds
of
like
this?
he's being conflicted. Randolph, are you just saying maybe like you feel like it's wrong, but
Are
you
you white
can't like
knighting for him?
logic click
Are you
in
white
it?
knighting for him? Yeah,
Possibly,
you
yeah.
white knighting for him.
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty
Well,
easy
I mean, like,
question.
look, you guys like attack. You guys are just
See,
attack only.
the criteria that
Still got the
is
umbilical
missing from this
cord.
the
I
criteria
was
that's missing from this
expecting a
conversation.
very
Forget about the criteria.
unequivocal yes. Of course, that's infanticide. The fact that he paused, obviously, he doesn't think it always is, right? I don't know why you think I'm
No,
attacking him.
I don't think it's clear. Randolph, do you think that you feel like we shouldn't do it? Forget all the logic
The
stuff and how you can
criteria.
justify it.
The
Here come the
criteria.
softballs.
The
Forget about the
criteria.
criteria. Forget about the criteria.
And this is the problem I have with James is tired. So the criteria is one point that's very important here is that it is a part of the pregnant person's body, so bodily autonomy still applies. So that's the thing. It's as soon as it's separate, then it's a different story.
This is where I agree with like the theists who say like your reasoning to like this cold-hearted like roboticism.
So,
Cold-hearted roboticism.
Yeah,
so
like think
just.
about it. Just
Oh,
go
okay.
Can my
with your
pipe
Go ahead. I'll
feelings,
read it.
man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
I'll read it.
tell me about your feelings. Stop thinking rationally for a moment.
No.
Do you feel like we should do that?
All this is feelings. Look,
I
Randolph.
just want to know
Yeah,
about your feelings.
No,
Just tell me your feelings.
okay.
Rationalize it after.
Randolph.
it's
I think the problem is
freedom of bodily autonomy. That's what it
look,
boils down to.
look.
Yeah.
Are you saying she's still pregnant when the baby is outside of her body, is no longer in her uterus, simply
No,
by
and this is the
dint of?
part.
Well, wait, I haven't finished. Simply by dint of the umbilical cord has not yet been cut. Are you saying she's still pregnant?
No, obviously she's not pregnant anymore. See, this is a nuanced thing. I can't give you a straight answer on this part because I have to think more about it and kind of understand things a bit more. Because usually this part of it I haven't been talking about with people. Just James is tired brought it up as a thought experiment. I need more clarity on this before I can really come up with a proper answer for you.
Right. So it's
You
really
need more
simple. It's
clarity?
really simple. If she's not pregnant, then nothing you do to the baby will violate her bodily autonomy. She is no longer
That's
pregnant. It is no longer
Yeah.
her
I,
body. There's
I,
Well,
no
maybe you could say it a
question
different way,
on the
Haiti. How about
autonomy.
this?
It's oh
How
yeah.
about this? How about
no,
this?
actually, no.
Because I don't think
Actually,
I don't think he's understood. Look, if you're signing off that she's no longer pregnant, right?
yeah,
Then there is no possibility of abortion, right? An abortion
correct.
is the intentional ending of a pregnancy. So if the baby is
Yes,
outside of the womb, connected by the umbilical cord, and that woman is not pregnant, then if you kill that baby, it would be murder. It would be killing the baby, right? Not an abortion.
yeah.
By your own lights, right?
This is helpful. Yeah, both you and Haiti have helped bring some clarity to
Ending the
this.
pregnancy, Tom,
My
according to him.
position is
No, it
in regard
can't. No,
to
there is no
in
ending of a
regard,
pregnancy in the
in
situation
regard
because
to.
there is no
I'm trying
pregnancy,
to
John.
answer.
The
I'm
end of the
trying to
pregnancy
answer
is
in regard to.
the cutting of the
It's in
umbilical
regard
cord,
to a
according to
person
him. Is,
being pregnant.
am I listening correctly?
It's
That's what it sounds
it's
like.
in
It's
regard to.
false.
I'm trying to answer. It's in regard to a person being pregnant. So yeah, Haiti brought in the clarity that I needed, and Jacob expanded on that. Thank you.
And I gotta say, James is tired. Did not strawman you.
Okay,
I mean, because you weren't like giving clear answers,
I
right?
wasn't clear
You weren't clear.
at that point.
Yeah.
Before then, I did. At that point, I had lost sight of the fact of the status of pregnancy, which you've brought to light for me, and I need to keep that clear in my head when I discuss these things further in the future. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm willing to correct my view.
Thank God.
And that's an important point, is I'm willing to correct my view, and you and Jacob have been immensely helpful in this.
No. You just look. We have the whole point of logic and rationality is we have feelings and we have that. We got to make them work together.
Oh, yeah.
We shouldn't just try to rationalize things to the point where we lose all of our feelings. That's all. That's the only thing I'm
You
trying to
mean
get you to
moral
do.
feelings?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree to a point. There are feelings that make sense, and there are sometimes feelings that don't make sense. And I think the wisdom comes in discerning which ones are relevant of those.
You don't think you should use rational?
I go hard in the paint, yeah, homie, I'm a saint. Ride or die.